Gervais Restaurant, authentic French cuisine in Silicon Valley.
Well, my name is, as I said, David Aliaga. I'm from Technology Management and Strategy Office, and the name of our company is ZMP. And I'm going to be doing a brief introduction of what our company is about.
Okay.
So, well, until now, industrial robots have been the main kind of robots that have been being used by the industries right now. But in industrial robots implies the use of robots in factories in specially designed environments. But we are concerned with a different kind of robots. So our company ZMP was established in January 2001, and on the basis of a research project, on the results of a research project that was promoted by the Japanese Science and Technology Agency, which is a governmental agency. And the name of this project was the Symbiotic System Project that produced a humanoid called Pino.
Humanoid?
Yes. And this humanoid was first of all was very popular in Japan, so we got a technology transfer from this project and we start producing it as a commercial robot. Our vision is we propose the creation of a joyful and useful lifestyle by robotic technology, incorporating robotic technology in everyday's life. And as I said, the name of our company is ZMP, and our founder is Mr. Hisashi Taniguchi, and we are based in Tokyo. A brief history of our company: we start producing this robot called Pino. Then we
$60,000.
Yeah, and then we reduce at $30,000.
So we reduce the price.
So what does Pino do for $30,000? Is it just is it an industrial robot?
Well, no. I mean, this robot is a humanoid robot, so it's not industrial. I mean, it's a different kind of robot. It's not industrial. And as a humanoid can the humanoid movements and those kind of technology was applied. It was originally developed by this JST project, and it involves the movement of a framework that is similar to humans. We designed the interior of the robot to make it more stable, and that's when we produced Pino version 2. That's a ZMP original. And then, of course, we decided that it was a little bit too, how can I say it, too big. We wanted to produce a little bit something smaller, maybe more compact. So that's how we finished producing that robot you see over there. That's called Nuvo, and its educational version also, which is called eNuvo, educational Nuvo. And we have been producing these two robots. And the Nuvo is $7,000. As you can see, the price was even more. It was reduced. And the eNuvo, which is directed for the educational market, for universities, for laboratories, for research institutes, that also is not only the robot, but it also comes with the textbook and all the software, and the system is totally open, so that the researcher or the student can learn what is involved in robotic technology, meaning electronics, mechanics, control, etc. But Nuvo, the other one, is directed for the general user. So the system is not open; it's closed, and it has several subsystems inside. And first, the proper humanoid technology, but also it got voice recognition, and it got a camera, and so it can play music. It can receive orders from the owner, and it can move itself by walking. And so it incorporates several technologies inside. And then the latest news is that we stopped producing Pino, the original one, for a year. We actually have received inquiries from several people, because this robot was very popular. But we have again redesigned the interior. It's much more stable, and now we are selling the Pino version 3. And the latest thing is that we have produced the robot you see over there, which is called Muro, which is a musical robot, and directed for also general public. and that's our latest news in the history of ZMP.
So who was buying the Pinot?
Oh well, originally Pinot. That's a very interesting question. Pinot originally was a research object. I mean, it was a research robot. So, but the philosophy of not only of ZMP, but the philosophy of the project that developed in the first place, Pinot, was that even though it's a research object, the design, the exterior design was very important, because a robot is not only just a mechanism, but it's something that is different than industrial robot that is only a mechanism. Partner robots are things that are going to be interacting with people. So that's why the exterior design was very important, and they designed the exterior design of Pinot as with a motif of space age Pinocchio. That's why it's called Pinot. And so even though it was originally directed for research, and it's still directed for research, the character became very popular.
Gervais Restaurant, authentic French cuisine in Silicon Valley.
Who were the customers of Pinot? They were scientists that were doing basic research?
Researchers.
Yes. So customers, consumers were not buying Pinot?
Not in the first place, but I mean, as I said, little by little it became popular.
Okay. Who's buying Nouveau?
Oh, that Nouveau is for everyday public, and we got actually some famous customers inside Japan. Baseball players, musicians. So it doesn't imply that you need to know robotic technology for acquiring your Nouveau. That's a completely different concept. And
but with $7,000, that's a lot of money.
Oh yes, because
for a toy.
Yeah. Well, it's not a toy. We don't consider it's a toy.
Okay.
We consider this as a partner robot. So well, you were asking about Pinot, how big it is. 70 centimeters and 5.5 kilograms, and it has 26 joints. I mean degrees of freedom, meaning 6 joints in each leg, and 6 that will be 12, and the rest in the upper side of the body. And as I said, it became very popular. This is the robot. This is Pinot, and this is the old version, the version 2, and this is our new version, version 3, both with the same exterior design. And as I said, it became very popular, and it was used in TV commercials of UCC or NTT Docomo, which are companies in Japan. And also there is well, at least in Japan, there's a famous singer called Hikaru Utada, and she produced a musical video with this robot. The name of the video is "Can You Keep a Secret?" And the concept again here in this video is that she's interacting with a robot in a way that is not a robot, is a companion, is a partner. So I think that gives a pretty good, pretty clear message of what we want to achieve, a partnership through our robots. And also, as I said, even though it was used in universities and research institutes around Japan, the robot became very popular and was used like a character for RoboCup, which is I don't know if you know RoboCup is a robot soccer contest. And also, as you can see, in several expositions, we use the robot, and the character itself became as a motif for toys, for stuffed animals. I don't know if to say stuffed animals, and books, and even the design also got an award, and it was shown in 2001 on the New York Modern Art Museum. So here you can see several instances of Pinot meeting the people and interacting with people, and became very popular, as I said. Then Nouveau is the other robot, and as I said, this is produced for everyday people. I mean, our clients who buy Pinot usually are people who doesn't know anything about robotics, baseball players, singers, and people who are not famous. You know, I don't know what to say about them, but. Then also in campaigns, sometimes in promotional campaigns, for example, there was this movie iRobot. When the movie iRobot was being promoted in Japan, Will Smith came to Japan, and our robot was invited to be in the promotional campaign.
The Nouveau robot.
Nouveau robot, yes, exactly. And well, these are specifications of the robot. You can see already over there how much. I mean, how tall is it? It weighs around 2.5 kilograms. So and can be. It has its own power supply and has safety measures. Of course, it has to have safety measures. That's when it's interacting with people, it has to have safety measures.
Like what, for example?
Oh, for example, if you, I don't know, if you put your finger there, it won't cut your finger, right? It will stop. And
because he has eyes, he has a camera, he has...
Not necessarily, it doesn't necessitate, I mean, it has camera, but it doesn't necessitate the camera for doing that. You know, it's just automatic when if you put, for example, your finger in the motors of the robot, it will sense that there is something that's, locking the motor and will stop, of course. It won't just keep pressing. And and also it can be controlled by remote control. And also voice recognition, as I said, there is voice recognition technology installed in the robot, and also can be operated by cell phone. Which is the idea was that if you go outside your home and you still can have the robot inside, and by your cell phone you can see what's happening, right? I mean, with if I don't know, if you have a baby there, and the camera can take a photograph and see what's happening, and.
Gervais Restaurant, authentique French cuisine in Silicon Valley.